Oliver and his brake van Toad like working in the big yards, but one morning, Toad noticed that Oliver was unhappy. He decided to find out why.
Excuse me, Mr. Oliver, but it seems to me that things are not well with you, if you forgive me for mentioning it.
You're quite right, Toad. All I do is shunt these trucks onto the turntable. I long for a nice run. It's what an engine really needs.
Quite so, Mr. Oliver, sir. May I suggest you speak to Sir Tom of Hatch about your problems?
But Oliver just grew unhappier, and he was rough with the truck.
You're no good, Oliver. You're dangerous. We want Percy.
Percy's far too busy to be bothered with the likes of you. Take that! Oh dear.
You silly engine!
Shouted a workman.
It would take a long time to repair this turntable, which would cause confusion and delay.
That night, the Fat Controller came to see Oliver in his shed.
Oliver, you've caused confusion. I thought you could control freight cars. You shall work the mail train for a while. Maybe the night air will clear your smoke box.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Said Oliver sadly.
Cheer up, old chap. The mail train run is a grand run for a fine engine like you.
Oliver smiled, but he still felt he'd let everyone down. His driver took them along the coastal run with the mail train. The sea was calm, and the fresh air couldn't help but brighten Oliver's spirit.
This is really nice. I needed this for a while.
They made good speed until it was time to collect some important mail from Harold the helicopter.
Come on, Harold!
They waited and waited. At last, Harold landed.
Sorry I'm late, Great Western. Had a bit of a problem with one of my arms. It kept letting me down when I was meant to be up. You know how it is.
We know we'll be late for our first run,
replied Oliver's driver. Soon they were on their way again. Ahead was a red signal light. Oliver didn't realize that the signalman had dozed off waiting for them.
What is that signalman doing?
Oliver whistled several times, but the signal stayed red.
There must be something wrong with that signal. We'll just go slowly and stop by the signal box. It shan't be long.
But they never reached it. The points before the signal box were switched to an old track. They were going the wrong way. Oliver's fireman was concerned.
We need to find a water tower soon.
Instead, they saw an old rundown station.
Huh? What's this place? Huh? Oh no! Oh, crumbs.
Meanwhile, the Fat Controller was very worried.
Oliver's not returned. We'll send out a search party.
Soon, he was high in the sky with Harold.
There they are.
Oh, Harold! Am I glad to see you?
It wasn't Oliver's fault, sir. Honestly.
I'm aware of that. I'm just glad to see you're all safe.
Then he saw something. It was an empty old house beside the station. He went to inspect it.
What's that old house? I'll go and take a look.
When he returned, he spoke to Oliver.
You, Oliver, have found another attraction for our island. We'll make this house as good as new, and visitors can have tea and crumpets.
Getting lost can be interesting, but being found is much nicer, especially when it makes an engine feel really useful.